refreshing. He swam about in the mood of Ananta Shesh, feeling completely at home in the waters of the Ganga, while the spectator devotees held their breath in anxiety. Why? Because there's crocodiles. It's infested with crocodiles. Now, at times, Nityananda became so surcharged with ecstasy in love of Krishna that he went into an unconscious trance. Did you hear that? He went in an unconscious trance lasting 3 to 4 days. How many days? Yes, unconscious trance. Why? Because he was so surcharged with ecstasy of love of Krishna. These are some of the inconceivable pastimes of the Lord. They are endless and they are eternal. And I am incapable of describing them all. Now one day Sri Chaitanya was sitting alone when Nityananda came to him, completely naked, chuckling like a child. His eyes and his pure face were twinkling, and tears of limitless joy cascaded down his cheeks. He went about repeating this sentence like loud peals of thunder. What did he say? He repeated this sentence again and again with loud peals of thunder. He said, "My Lord and my Master is Nimai Pandit of Nadia." What did he say? "My Lord and my Master is Nimai Pandit of Nadia." He did this again and again and again, very, very loudly. Now Sri Chaitanya smiled. He was amused at the sight of Nityananda's large, brilliant, beautifully formed, and completely bare frame. So very hastily, Sri Chaitanya removed the cloth from his own head, and he wrapped it around Nitai. But Nitai continued to chuckle as if nothing had happened. Chaitanya then smeared perfume on his body, decorating him with a flower garland, and he began to glorify Nityananda. Lord Chaitanya said, "Your name is Nityananda, and so also your form and your demeanor are always and eternally blissful. You are Nityananda now as you were Balaram before." Mahaprabhu telling that to Nityananda. No one can interrupt the ecstatic and the unlimited joy that you experience, as your name suggests, in everything that you do, whether it be walking, eating, or otherwise. Ordinary men cannot appreciate your transcendental potencies. You are always to be found where Lord Krishna is present. Krishna is eternal and is the absolute truth. And so are you, since you are his eternal associate. So Nityananda is perpetually relishing the nectar of loving devotion to Sri Chaitanya. So all his words, Nityananda's words, because he's always perpetually relishing the nectar of loving devotion to Sri Chaitanya, so all his words and his deeds are fulfilling Chaitanya's innermost desire. Sri Chaitanya said to him, "For a long time I have had one unfulfilled desire." Who said to who? Mahaprabhu said to Nityananda, "For a long time I have had one unfulfilled desire." Then Sri Chaitanya said to him, "I would like to have your kopin, your loincloth dress." Then saying this, Chaitanya went and he brought a kopin of Nityananda Prabhu, and then he tore it into many long strips. Now the Lord distributed one by one these strips to the assembled Vaishnavas, telling them, "Place them upon your heads. These are most precious, worshipable objects, even to Lord Shiva, the king of the yogis." What to speak of others? One attains the exalted position of becoming a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord only by Nityananda's grace. All of you should know that he is the embodiment of Lord Krishna's full transcendental potencies. And then Mahaprabhu continued, glorifying Nityananda. He said, Sri Nityananda, he is identical to and he is the immediate expansion of Krishna. He is an eternal associate, a friend, and a brother to Krishna. He expands himself as Krishna's bed, Krishna's ornaments, and other such paraphernalia. His character and his pastimes are a mystery even in the Vedic literatures, although he is everyone's maintainer, protector, and friend. So all his activities are full of devotional nectar to Sri Krishna. All of whose activities? All of Nityananda's activities are full of devotional nectar to Sri Krishna. And it is easy to attain the highest perfection of love of Krishna by serving him. And therefore all of you respectfully place these strips from his kopin upon your heads. Take them home and worship them with great care and regard. Then following Sri Chaitanya's instructions, the Vaishnavas wrapped the kopin strips lovingly around their heads. And again, Sri Chaitanya spoke, "Listen, all devotees, now drink the water that has washed the lotus feet of Nityananda. You will immediately imbibe unfaltering faith in Sri Krishna's devotional service. Of this there is no doubt." So then, having received Sri Chaitanya's instruction, what do you think all the devotees did? Having received Sri Chaitanya's instructions, the devotees washed Sri Nityananda's lotus feet and they drank the water. They drank as much as possible, 5 times, 10 times, and more. Nityananda, who throughout the entire episode was engrossed within himself, he remained smiling benignly. Sri Chaitanya sat down and he began to distribute this water, this pada udaka, with the utmost pleasure. The devotees drank and became intoxicated. And what were they chanting when they drank this water of the lotus feet of Nityananda and they became intoxicated? What did they all chant? They all chanted, "Hari! Hari!" Each devotee expressed his joy. One of the devotees said, "Today was the fulfillment of my life." Another devotee said, "All the bonds of my material entanglement were severed today." Then another commented, "Today I feel I have become a servant of Sri Krishna." And then still another voice said, "This water is so relishable, its sweet taste still lingers in my mouth." All glories to the Gaur Bhaktas ki jai. The water was so unique that immediately upon drinking it, everyone became spiritually excited. Some danced, some began to sing, others started rolling on the ground, and still others could not stop roaring out aloud in joy. Just then, a jubilant kirtan started up. Some devotees sang songs of Krishna, others began to dance. In a moment, Sri Chaitanya rose up and letting out a thunderous cry, he joined in the dance. Meanwhile, Nityananda Prabhu also stood up, he started dancing. Unable to contain their joy, the devotees encircled both of their lordships and continued their ecstatic dancing and jostling. Can you imagine? Like this kirtan that we just did? That suddenly Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda would be right there in the middle. What would happen to us? Tell me, what would happen to us? What would happen to you if that happened? Come on.
Faint.
Are you sure? Yes, so now all the devotees were intoxicated with joy, falling on each other. They played little games, touching one another's feet and smearing their heads with the dust. Some hung on to the neck of another, sobbing happily. They all mingled happily, forgetting any mood of reverence. And the Lord and His servants, they all danced together. Sri Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda embraced each other every so often as they were dancing. And they danced with blissful gestures. Mother Earth trembled under the rhythmic dancing of Nityananda, and the whole world resounded with Hari, Hari, with what?
Hari, Hari.
Then drowned in the nectarine ocean of Krishna Prem, Gaura and Nitai, the lords of Vaikuntha, danced in ecstasy with their servitors. All these pastimes are eternal. They simply became manifest at a certain time and a certain place, and again they became unmanifest. This is clearly explained in the Vedas. After dancing the whole day, Lord Chaitanya finally sat down with all his devotees. Then he clapped very loudly 3 times, and then he spoke very benignly the following words. Whoever worships Nityananda in loving devotion, that person, he also loves me. His lotus feet are worshipped by Lord Shiva and Lord Balaram. Hence, always offer your love and devotion to him. If anyone, Mahaprabhu is telling, if anyone is critical of him or dislikes him, then even if that person is a devotee, he is rejected by me. Whosoever has even so much as received a slight touch of Sri Nityananda, then Lord Krishna will never forsake him. Sri Chaitanya's words brought resounding applause from all the devotees. Whosoever hears these transcendental narrations with faith and with devotion, they certainly become protected and maintained by Lord Chaitanya. Such activities of Sri Nityananda Prabhu are fully understood by only those who are his confidential associates and the eternal associates of Lord Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda Prabhu are my life and soul. I, Vrindavan Das, offer this song at their lotus feet. Nitai Gaur Prem Anande Hari Hari Bol Sri Nityananda Rama Ki Jai. Time? Not Archie. Okay. Yeah, okay. But you said before that there would first be an arti. Okay, okay. Mahaprasad Ki! Sri Nityananda Mahaprasad Ki Jai! Gaur Premanande, Vrindai Tulsi Devyai Priyai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Sachavachai Namo Nam Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Cha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai.